guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL&GLs. So let's get right into it. So Idol Factory released its statement today, but they did so after they had posted like an event, the Manswan screening that friend Becky and I think Saint will be attending, and fans like were upset because they felt like they were going to issue an apology first, but I think that event was more important or like had like a time crunch, so it had to be done before. So that happened. And then in their statement, they didn't release an English translation or any Chinese when they know very well that they have a lot of international fans. So like international fans had to find ways of like getting the translations themselves. So what did they say in the statement? In the statement, they said that they were sorry because of a lot of mistakes that were done during the Sarocha solo stage birthday fan meeting, because the queuing, first there was a queuing problem because the entrance was so few, making the queue long. And then also they didn't have like sufficient trained staff. So like because of the distribution of posters and postcards became insufficient or they were not distributed properly, so some people like missed. And like also they also said that they had to change the warehouse where they hosted or they kept the posters, and so some of them were lost during transportation, so the posters were not enough. They also had issues with their audio, whereby they couldn't like put the speakers on the ceiling because of how the building of the stadium was, so they had to put the speakers on the ground, on the floor. And in return it affected the sound, so there was a lot of sound problem and sight problem for like the fans. And then they also said that excuse me, they also said that they didn't like have like a better scope, I think, of the area, and they were sorry and they apologized. And because of that, for the fans who like missed the posters, they are willing to send again signed posters to each person that attended, each fan that attended, and they'll be able to give details on how people can be able to get those posters. And they said that they apologize again, and next time they'll be more careful about the sound system, and that they'll like let experts handle all that. And they also feel like sorry and they apologize, and those mistakes won't happen again. And if you do have like various suggestions on what they can do, or if you have anything that they can improve and do better in the future, like they left a form whereby you can answer and say like their mistakes or what, or you can express your opinions to them, so that they would like to know like what they need to change and what they need to do better. In that statement, they did not like talk anything about like friends like gifts, the way they were mishandled, or how they were like stored. So they didn't like talk about that topic. They didn't talk about like the boycott or anything, the hashtag boycott Idol Factory. They didn't talk about Idol Factory listen to me, okay? So like they only just apologized on like the logistics of the show and how the show was. I didn't know if the show was an issue because I didn't hear like people complaining. Yes, I had some few accounts saying that friend was kind of pitchy, but I just felt like maybe they were just hating on the girl and it wasn't nothing, because the majority of the fans like said that the event, praised the event. They say the event was good and everything. So I trusted and believed that everything ran smoothly. But according to like Idol Factory, like there were a lot of mistakes that were made. I'm going to like leave the English translations here so that you guys can go through them on your own. So that's what happened, and that was the end of the topic. And after that, a few minutes after that, they just started posting like images of the new shows that the girls were on, like the fittings of the girls were on. And like, yeah, people moved on from the whole thing. Some people are just saying, okay, you just post the photos, but we still hate you and we still want the girls out of like your agency, but we are happy for these photos, keep these photos coming. So that was it, and that's how the day ended, and like everything like ended and calmed down. So we are waiting for tomorrow for friends like statement to see what she will have to say, whether she will actually like clear out the doubts that fans have, or it will also be like a statement like Idol Factory, like giving people like information, some information, but not giving people clear information, the clear information that people want, because people mostly like wanted like the what, why they didn't like handle the gifts properly. I didn't hear people complaining that tell us why the sound was kind of pitchy or was not clear enough, or tell us why the queues were so long. I didn't hear people complaining about that. So we wait and see tomorrow what will happen. So I'll leave everything here so you guys can go through it on your own. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up, comment on what you think about this whole like statement that Idol Factory released. And yes guys, I know that my English is kind of different from so many of you, and that's because that English is not my first language, it's actually my third language. So that's why I make a point of making sure that every video of mine has English subtitles. So you can just go up there and put like turn on the English subtitle icon, so that you can be able to like read through if you can't like properly understand my English. So I'll see you in my next video tomorrow after a friend releases the statement. So bye guys.